Yo, welcome back to Reboot Radio.
Today we're talking about the mode that's got us all addicted, Blitz Royale. This is episode 3, and we're talking all about Blitz, baby.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm so excited about this. This is probably one of the most popular game modes right now in Fortnite. It's really just changed, in my opinion, the game of Fortnite. So I'm ready to go into it. See, if you've played it, you already know. If you haven't, get ready because it's time to sprint, shoot, and scream. Man, it's going to be a crazy episode, Hades.
Absolutely. We're going to get into a lot of things, definitely get more in depth about Blitz in general. But I really want to talk about how this has changed, like crown chasing, what crowns really mean, and whole other aspects that Blitz has really changed because of how fast it is. And crowns used to mean a little bit more, I think, now. And now you see people easily walking around with 100 plus crowns that don't normally have 10 or 20. Like it's changed the game in a lot of ways.
It really has. I mean, I've never hit 100 crowns until this season. To be fair, my high was 86 before, which I thought was pretty good. I'll play with people and they're flexing 400 plus crowns, which is insane. The crown chasing aspect is something we're going to get into here. We're going to kind of talk about the mode and also try to rank some of our favorite medallions.
I think that's one of the best things about Blitz, and I think that's what brings people to Blitz is, I mean, starting off with a medallion is awesome and crazy. And then you're already start out with crazy loot, like right after you land. Like there's never been a game mode like that before. And I feel like the fast pacedness and the loot and just every aspect of it, the smaller map, of course, makes it more addicting. You get a little bit of a taste of it, and that's all you want is more and more and more. So I think that's why it's become as popular as it is. I also have heard multiple rumors from every person I've talked to that they're taking Blitz away. It's only here for a certain amount of time. Oh, it's going away in August. I honestly believe that that isn't going to happen. There's no chance after they see 200K plus people playing this mode almost every single day that they're just going to cut it off at the knees. There's no chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it started as a limited game mode. It was only going to be here for just a little bit. I don't really know if Epic was just testing the waters there or if they thought, well, let's just throw something in. I feel like this season BR is kind of, it's been good. It's been fun, but it's kind of, we're ready for a new season, which starts actually next week. So we're super excited about that. But I think they filled that in to kind of fill that gap. I don't know if it was because Fortnite's numbers dropped a little. I'm not sure if that was the case or not, but I really feel like Epic just wants all the players all the time. So they'll do whatever they need to do to kind of get people to come back to the game. So we're going to kind of get into this first segment and just talk about Blitz for a second, Hades. So there's 32 players. It's zero build, and it's like 5-6 minutes of madness. It's Fortnite on fast forward. So there's no time to camp. There's no time to loot properly. You drop with some loot. You really just land, fight, and pray. It's kind of a insane game mode.
I mean, with the map being so small too, I think BR, I mean, can sometimes be slow, especially in squads, I feel like you don't sometimes see another squad for 3 to 5 minutes at least, sometimes more, and you do have the time to shield up and get loot and kind of take a breath or two before you start actually fighting. I mean, Blitz, adding 6 players on your team, having that many people on your team plus everybody else has that many people on their team makes it even harder to loot and get shielded. I had a lot of opinions about Blitz at the start. I honestly didn't like it at the beginning, and I don't know why. I mean, the first day I didn't like it, but after that I definitely did. It was just something different, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna stick to, because reload's my mode. That's where I stay. That's where I live, especially during like the Star Wars season, which I didn't like at all. I mean, this season of BR, I definitely enjoy. I feel like it has a lot of good things in it as well. Yeah, I normally live in Reload. It took a little bit for me to get warmed up to it, but especially like when I get my favorite medallion or, my favorite, like the Sentinel shotgun or the Yoink shotgun or
Man, that
whatever.
Yoink
Like,
is so fun, dude.
the Yoink is
is
crazy.
so fun.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
like I love that thing so much. It actually made me like the Outlaw shotgun. I used to hate it until that thing. But
Man, I've always liked it. I'm a shotgun fiend. You know that's
so am
true
I.
about me.
I mean, so am I. So am I. I was playing a game last night and I had my whole inventory with shotguns. So I love them too, man. I really do. I feel like we should rank our our favorite medallions right now, if that's okay with you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Let's do it, man. You go first.
Okay.
By the way,
So,
there's 13 medallions. So if anybody doesn't know that, there's 13 medallions. You randomly drop with one. Everybody in the lobby drops with the same medallion, but you can also find medallions in loot drops and chests sometimes.
right. Yeah, because they have the god chests that always have at least like a boon or another medallion every single time. So I think my favorite one has got to be it's between the Shogun X or the Unstoppable. So those are my top two. Unstoppable is insane. Being able to run through walls and knock people back. My favorite thing in the world is to run into somebody, knock them back up into the air, and then shotgun them. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. I've been practicing, dude. I'll
It's
practice.
like duck hunt. It's
It
like
is.
duck hunt.
It is. It's like skeet shooting, dude. I practice that on bots constantly. Like that is my absolute favorite thing to do. We'll go number one, Unstoppable. Number two, Shogun X. I would say aspect of agility is probably three because I love having the dashes, especially in Blitz, man. Like if you need to get out of a jam real fast, that's perfect to have. The Ringmaster Scar is probably fourth with the infinite ammo and it buffs all the damage. All damage is through the roof, so it's I mean it's easy to eliminate people pretty fast. Probably the Megalodon one for the infinite nitro effect would be my last one. Judging by my list, I like anything that makes me like move faster or hurt people faster. You know what I mean? Like those are so much fun. I mean the one that you can knock people back and like run through buildings and stuff, and yeah, that's one of my favorites for sure. What's yours?
All right, so I'm gonna go 5-1. I would say for me, the Ringmaster Scar is probably number 5 for me. It's a great medallion. Love that medallion. My fourth is going to be Night Rose. I love unlimited ammo. If anybody knows me or watched me play before, I'm always asking if anybody has any ammo. So it's really good for me not to have to worry about finding ammo. All I have to worry about is chasing people down. That for me is huge.
I have hours of footage of you asking me for ammo just from streaming. Oh my God.
Anybody got any
That's
ammo?
such a good idea. I need to do that. I just go back through all my live streams and just clip every time you ask me for ammo and me giving you the hardest time ever when you do it. That's great. I completely forgot about
The next one for me is going to be the aspect of agility. I love movement. That's probably one of my favorite things is movement. So that's going to be one for me. Two is the Megalodon. I love Nitro. That was my favorite part about season 5.
Same.
Even though chapter 5 wasn't really my favorite, it was Nitro was so much fun. Just the ability to sprint as much as you want and just run into walls as well. And then the next one is going to be probably a little controversial, but the Shrouded Striker. I think everybody's a little frustrated about people jumping up and going invisible, but I love how you can jump a little higher, you kind of float, the anti-gravity piece of it. I love movement in fighting. So I feel like that gives me an advantage to just jump around people, slide, and then I can just point down and shoot. That's my top 5. At first, I was really frustrated with that medallion because it was really hard to see people and it's hard to kind of track people when they're running away from you. So I thought, why not? If I can't beat them, join them. So I really tried to learn how to use that, and it's really stepped up my close fighting ability.
And I mean, there is a reason why that wasn't on my top five at all. And the reasons were the way you just explained that is I hate fighting somebody with that medallion. And when the whole lobby has that medallion, you get some of the craziest wild fights. I've never missed more shots in a row in my entire life than fighting somebody with that medallion, dude. Like they're jumping around. I'm trying to shotgun them, and I'm shotgunning them, and they end up being 150 meters away at this point now because they jumped forever and they turned invisible, and I lost them because there's 3 other people doing the same thing. It's just so hard for me to keep track of everything, and it gets messy, especially in endgame, man. And the map's already small, so you're in a small space. Everybody's invisible. Everybody's jumping around. Like I did a custom game, and we got that medallion, and it was chaos, bro. And we were doing squads. It was fun, and I had a blast. But it's like, dude, I can't. Yeah, that's the reason why that wasn't on my top five. I get it why it is though. I mean, it's fun to use. Like if I was the only one that had it, I would love it. But dude, having to fight people with that medallion makes me so mad.
When everybody has it on the map, right?
Yeah.
And that kind of brings me to like another one I kind of want to talk about for a little bit is that aspect of agility. We both had it at 3. And if anybody remembers, that was also in chapter 5. And that's, you got the dashes from the Green River. You were able to kind of dash, and that's so good too. The game of Blitz, in my opinion, it's such a shotgun heavy mode that, man, you hit a shotgun shot, jump, dash, and then you got people running in circles.
No, I agree. And I think that's part of the reason why I didn't like Blitz as much at first is because I'm a long distance guy. I've said it before. Like I'm a mammoth sniper hunting rifle type of dude. With me still learning mouse and keyboard, my up close game is still super rusty and super new. And so I completely agree with you that Blitz is more of a shotgun heavy thing because of the close proximity. That's the reason why I didn't really like it at first, but I'm definitely warming up to it. It's definitely exciting. I love the fast pace. I love everything going on. I mean, I got ADHD, so having 400 things going on at the same time scratches my brain more than I could ever say. I missed that season just for the dashes, and I'm glad. That's kind of something I want to talk about too, not to take away from your talking point, but I feel like that's a lot of the reason why Blitz is popular as well, because a lot of people really enjoyed these specific seasons and these specific medallions, and a lot of people probably thought they would never be able to use them again. You know what I mean? Like, why would they bring these things back? I know they do sometimes with like skins or whatever, but I think that's kind of like short-term nostalgia. Like everybody is like, oh man, I miss using these specific medallions, and now I get to.
Well, I think too, like, you know, Fortnite's doing what everybody else does. You kind of live off nostalgia a little bit. And even those chapters weren't that far back. You know, if you can bring something back, like they brought the hammer back for one week. And I think everybody was really excited the hammer was back. You know, that goes back, I think, to chapter 3. And, you know, it's been a few years since it's been back. So for them to bring that back in this mode and really kind of throw all these things back is a great point. I think that's what kind of gets everybody excited to play it.
They're doing exactly what all these other companies are doing, is definitely building off of that nostalgia that people have and that people want. That's why they brought OG and made that a game mode, is because people were asking for it so much and people missed those original seasons. I don't blame them by any means. I think it's definitely doing a lot better than they ever expected it would.
Yeah, for sure. Them testing, like we talked about earlier, testing the waters to see if this game mode can be something is here to stay. Fortnite kind of has all these modes, and they're trying to grab your attention, and they're trying to also cater to every single kind of gamer that's out there, so they can have that person log into their game. That's what it's all about. They want those numbers, and I think they're really expanding out. And instead of just being, you know, a third person battle royale type of shooter, you've got Festival and Lego, and ballistics is getting big, and now you have Blitz to add to the mix, and Reload. You know, we talk about Reload and it feels like Reload's been around for so long, but it really hasn't, which is kind of insane. You know, there hasn't been that much that kind of went into that game. I feel like they're updating Blitz more than they're updating Reload, in my opinion, because they're doing it weekly.
That's what I was just about to say, is I feel like they are putting so much more time and effort into updating Blitz than they ever did with Reload. I mean, the most they did with Reload recently was add like the Squid Games map, and I mean they added the Slurp map as well, but
there's technically 4, but 1 is out of rotation, and nobody really loved that map anyways. I think that's why it's out of rotation.
No, well, first of all, no, it's not. And second of all, that's my favorite one.
I like it. It's all right.
Venture is definitely the best, but dude, I mean, Desert's number 2 for me, easily. I love the desert, bro. I have some of my best clips and moments from the desert. The 100 video of Spooky, shout out Spooky.
100
was filmed. Yeah, exactly. It was filmed at the desert, man. Like I have so many good moments playing there. It's one of my favorites for sure. I know that makes me sad that it's not in rotation anymore. I'm sure they'll probably bring it back eventually.
They'll throw it back, man. They always change everything, which is great about the game of Fortnite too, is they're always keeping me interested, at least. I know a lot of people probably think, you know, we both stream Fortnite exclusively. That's what we stream. I mean, there's a lot of variety streamers out there, which I think is really cool. And I always look at variety streamers and I'm like, man, I wish I could do that. I wish I could variety stream a little bit. And nothing's really stopping me, but my personality is not that. I want to be the best always. And I know I'm not, because I'm not. There's so many better players on Fortnite, but I want to be the best. So I feel like if I play it enough, maybe I can get better and better. But as a streamer, kind of just talking about streaming for a second, you kind of go through those modes where I ask myself, man, do I need to switch it up? And what game do I need to play? And I think it's so cool that you have variety streamers and they'll post their week, and every day they're playing a different game. I think that's so cool and very unique, because there's so many Fortnite streamers out there, definitely Fortnite small streamers out there, that sometimes you feel like you're going to get lost in the mix because everyone's playing the same game. And if someone doesn't love Fortnite, it's hard to kind of capture that view, because they're just going to scroll on because that's just not their favorite thing. And you're not going to please everybody. But those variety streamers, man, I see some people playing some really cool games.
Yeah, and absolutely. I love that you brought that up, because I've definitely been wanting to talk about that as well. I'm definitely jealous of the variety streamers in some ways, but Fortnite, to go back to that, they keep me interested as well. And that's what I always tell people, like, all you play is Fortnite. Like, you play Fortnite every night, you do this. Like, I mean, streaming it obviously helps. Like, if I wasn't streaming it every night, I think maybe I would get tired of it a little bit faster, maybe. But they're always evolving. They're always trying new things. They're always updating. Like, they never stop trying to put out, quote unquote, the best product they can and the newest thing they can, or bringing back something. Like, there's always shop updates. There's always new skins in the shop. There's new game modes like Blitz and Ballistics, and like, they get out of their comfort zone a lot and keep me coming back and keep me interested and keep you interested. I mean, I've only been playing since Chapter 5 Season 1, so I haven't been playing that long, which also in turn makes me still like love the game like I just started playing it yesterday, because it really hasn't been that long, you know? Like, I'm still like looking forward to playing Fortnite every night, and then that's all I want to play. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm definitely jealous of the variety streamers. I've tried streaming other things, and it's not the same. I mean, obviously it's a different crowd streaming wise, and I would have to get different viewers because it's a different game. I tried streaming Marvel Rivals. I'm sure you guys know what that is. And it was the only game recently that I found that at the beginning I was just as like addicted to it as I am with Fortnite, but I lost interest in that so fast. Like, I'll play it every once in a while when I have a couple extra hours or whatever, but it's nothing like how Fortnite is for me.
But I think that's what's beautiful about the landscape of streaming. And there's so many people out there that do stream. I think that's an awesome thing, because no matter what you like in video games, you can find someone streaming it. It doesn't have to be, Fortnite. If you like, because I guarantee you there's our viewers that play multitude of games and play a bunch of different games and have a lot of interest. But if you want to find what you're interested in, you can find a streamer that you vibe with, that you enjoy being in their community. And I love that about streaming. That's the cool thing about streaming. Everyone has a place to be. There's enough room for everybody, and there's enough room for every game out there. And also, as a viewer aspect of it, you can belong somewhere. You can go and belong and relate with anybody. So I think that's really cool. But we'll get back into Blitz here. The Blitz, if you don't know, it has a level system where it rewards you for elimination. So if you're a camper and that's what you want to do in Blitz, you should not play Blitz. I mean, you still can, but you're just not going to get rewarded. It's all about pushing. Everyone is cracked by the end game, and it makes for some chaotic final minutes.
Absolutely.
Recently, too, with Mega City that they just added, which I love Mega City. Again, nostalgia, Chapter 4, all of the different tiers, and you can get on buildings. People are doing more of, sitting in storm and healing to try to win the game at the very end. There has been way smaller storm circles since they added that last week than I've ever seen before.
Yep. No, yep. That's such an incredible point. I didn't even think about that until you said it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. And I didn't even play in chapter 4 for the city or whatever. But it's awesome. It's so much fun, dude. Like as soon as I first played it after it was updated, that's obviously exactly where I went, and that's been my favorite drop spot since they dropped it, is going there because yeah, with all the little the gliding little things that you surf on. I don't know what those are called. I have no idea. Do you know what those are called? The little like
They're
the
the
rails. Yeah.
rails. Yeah, I think they're grinding rails. Yeah.
They're just yeah, okay.
It's
I'm
not
an
that hard,
idiot.
Hades. Yeah, yeah.
I'm an idiot. I didn't know if there was like a special name for them or something. Like
I'm pretty
I don't
sure
know.
it's rails. If it's
Okay.
not, you guys hit us up and tell us we're
Yeah.
wrong
Yeah.
because we would
Comment
love
below.
for
Yeah.
y'all to roast us always. You
Yeah.
know.
Roast me for sure because I didn't know if there was like a special name for it or whatever. That's definitely been like one of my favorite drop spots since they dropped it. I don't have a favorite drop spot in Blitz because I can't just stick to one spot, I feel like, because it's so hectic and so crazy that I don't even think about like where I'm about to drop. I just go. Wherever I'm headed, that's where I go. Like I don't it's not like BR where like I have a favorite place or a favorite drop spot. You know what I mean? Like it's completely different.
I do. I do. I love Pleasant Park. I think that I drop there probably 90% of the time, even though I love Mega City. I love the heat that comes with Pleasant Park. I love kind of the openness of it more than Mega City because, Mega City's got a lot of buildings. So it's hard because there's people in buildings, on the corner of buildings. I feel like Pleasant Park's got that open space in the middle. I love to land at Pleasant, and that has definitely been my favorite drop spot in Blitz.
Yeah, I mean, I love dropping there as well, like where the three chests are around the reboot van or whatever, or like where the soccer field is. I used to land there all the time for like reload and stuff. But dude, I swear, every time I land there in Blitz, I'm done in 5 seconds. Literally, I land and I'm done, or I get shot out of the sky. We did a we did a custom yesterday. It was a Blitz custom, and we did squads. And I'm not kidding you, dude. The match, I should have looked it up. The match lasted maybe 45 seconds. The whole thing.
Yeah.
And we had I think we had 16 people in there or 18. It was between 16 or 18 because I think we were doing either duos or squads. And everybody was like, "What the heck was that?" And we won. Like my team won, and we're all like looking at each other, like they were in chat, like, "Dude, what was that?" Like everybody in chat that wasn't playing was like, "Did you just play a full match of Blitz that fast?" I'm like, "Dude, I have no idea. I didn't even have elimination at all. My whole team carried me per usual. It was just crazy. It felt like I blinked twice, and we were already back in the lobby. It was insane."
That's a cool aspect, though. Games could last less than a minute, or they can last 5. But they're not going to be 25 minutes, 20 minutes like BR. Even reload
Right.
can get a little long. I mean, it's a little
Yeah.
shorter, but it's pretty close. It's probably about 15 minutes. So that's really cool about Blitz that, you land in some of these spots. I always tell my squad, look, let's land Pleasant. If we get out of Pleasant, we win. And that's usually most of the time because especially if the bus is going right over it, I'm like, hot drop, let's go. If we can kill these teams, we got it. We're going to win the game. Or you drop in Pleasant and then people just kind of show up in Pleasant. It's almost like Frenzy Fields.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Frenzy Fields was, I think, chapter 4. We used to land there all the time because people would just show up. And then the colored fields in the BR map now, if you land there, people just show up, man. You just get, they come on in, you get them out of the game. So that's a pretty fun thing about dropping hot in this new mode.
Yeah.
And also, too, like, man, they've got weekly themes, which has kind of kept it spicy. They had TMNT, they had Avatar, they've had boss weapons, and now they have kind of this ninja mode, which I quite don't understand. But hey, good for ninja. What has been your favorite weekly theme so far?
Yeah, I don't understand the new Ninja one at all. I mean, it's cool. His new like Blitz themed skin is pretty dope. I like it. I don't have any issue with that. And like the pickaxe and the back bling and the Blitz skin and like all that. I think that's super cool. Just having like a Blitz specific outfit you could have, you know what I mean? Like everything is Blitz themed, which is super cool. So I think maybe my favorite might be the Avatar. I think it's my favorite and my least favorite at the same time because it just brings back memories. Because when I first started playing was kind of around ish the time of Avatar with the Family Guy and all that. Like it was kind of around the same time. But I was definitely on my Switch, and dude, I used to snipe people with the water bending like it was nobody's business, and that was my favorite thing. But the only problem with that is I'm not the only one doing that, so I'm getting sniped with the water bending. But dude, I love the water bending so much. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like I love TMNT a lot, but it's kind of underwhelming to be honest. Like it's okay. I didn't really like it when it was in VR. Yeah, I think as much as I hate to say it, I think Avatar is probably my top.
Waterbending is so overpowered. It's so overpowered. And I try to be good about not complaining about stuff like that because I'm like, I have the like if I can't beat them, I'm gonna join them. We're gonna figure out how to use this so I can make sure I take care of that and have
No,
that
absolutely.
arsenal. But it's definitely, for me, it's been the bad bosses week. I've loved all the boss mythics that came in. I
Mhm.
think that it was really fun to use some of those boss mythics. And I loved Mega City, this last one, because they had the kinetic blade, which in my opinion is one of the best movement pieces ever in the game of Fortnite. I never use it to attack people because for some reason, man, I will get some of these things that come out, the bird gloves that are in BR right now. People will tear me up with bird gloves, right? And I don't think that's what they're called, right? But bird gloves
Everybody
kill
knows
me.
what we're talking
And I'm like,
about.
oh, I'm going to try it out.
Yeah.
But no, man, I get
No.
killed every time trying to use those
Same.
things. So I feel like that's with the kinetic blade. I'm like, I'm not even going to worry about that.
No.
But just the movement piece of it and being able to kind of, especially if you have the gold one, you have 4 in your slot there, and you just go straight up to reload in a small circle, and then you can come back down and be reloaded. So
No,
I think that
absolutely.
is a great week that we've had. What is maybe a collaboration or theme you'd like to see? Because they've teased some stuff.
Real quick, I want to say I think the Kinetic Blade is in my top 3 movement of all time for sure. I definitely love it. The bat's number 1, and the other blade, I forget what it's called, but like the sword is number 2. Just wanted to get that out of there because I'm a movement guy through and through. I love any type of movement. I love that. Like I remember playing squads with you sometimes, and I'd be like, "Oh, dude, I don't have any movement," and you're getting so mad. Like not mad, but you know what I mean. Like, bro, you
I'm
always
like,
have to
dude, you
have
gotta learn how to
right.
move.
And like every time I don't have movement and I'm playing a game that you're not even involved in, I'm like, I hear your voice in my head, like, dude, get some movement, hurry up, get some movement. So I do appreciate that. You've definitely taught me a lot.
Hey, listen, if any advice I can give out there, if you want to get better at Fortnite, get better at movement. It's, to me, 90% of it.
Oh,
You'll
absolutely.
learn aiming and stuff, but if you can just get some movement down and out move your opponent, you'll win most fights.
Absolutely. Even when you're like close distance movement. Collaboration or theme. I'm trying to think of like something they haven't done already. And I mean, seeing as I've only played since chapter 5, season 1, I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything really specifically right now. I've liked everything they've done, to be honest. I really do. I mean, I think it'd be cool if they brought back. I don't even remember what like the Peter Griffin stuff did, but that would be like super nostalgic for me because that's when I first started, like the Peter Griffin medallion and all that. I don't even remember exactly what it did because it hasn't been around in so long. But like anything from when I first started out, like chapter 5, season 1, that's what I'll say because that will bring back so many memories for me.
Okay. Yeah. And it's crazy to think about. Like, I started playing and medallions weren't even really a thing, they were not a thing in the game. The collaboration I would love to see is for them to bring back the ODM gear from Attack on Titan, which was in
Oh.
chapter 4, season 3, I
Mhm.
think.
I know
That
exactly what you're talking
ODM
about.
gear, that was really fun movement. I think that would be a really cool thing to be in the game if we had that. And then also too, like the Nimbus cloud from DBZ, that was also in. And then I've got one final one. I know that's 3, but I really enjoyed when they had the My Hero Academia stuff in. So they had this Deku Smash was really, really cool mythic. I think that'd be a really cool aspect to kind of bring back to Blitz. It would be insane. I remember playing chapter 4. It would be 1v1 to end a BR game, and you're both using that on each other at the same time. And it's like, well, we'll see who wins. And it was such a fun way to end the
Right.
game. Let's talk about the thing that I think is more of a sensitive subject, which is going to be crown farming. So, as we talked kind of coming into this episode, we talked about just seeing a lot of people with a crazy amount of crown victories. What do you think about crown farming? Do you think it's good for the game? Do you not think it's good for the game? What's your opinion?
So I think it's a little 50-50 for me. I think it is good for the game because I think it's good for the game now. Like right now, it's good for the game because it's getting people excited. Like people are flexing their crowns more than they ever have. Like every time I get eliminated anymore, I see the crown emote right in my face every single time. So like I feel like people are more proud of it. They're more excited about it. They want to chase more, to show off more and keep doing that or whatever. But I feel like there is a threshold for that. I feel like that's only going to get so far, and people are either going to one stop caring about crowns altogether because like it's going to get so diluted and like everybody has 500 crowns, so big deal, bro, you have 500 crowns. I think it might get to that certain extent where it's got to give at some point, you know what I mean? Like people are running around with like 3,000, 4,000. Like anymore, it's going to be you have to have 5,000 crowns to be able to flex on anybody. And that's insane. Like something's got to give at some point. So I think it's good for the game right now, but I think people are just going to stop caring about crowns altogether at some point, to be honest with you. Like maybe not completely, but just in my opinion, I think it's going to, having a bunch of crowns is going to have a lot less weight to it than it did before Blitz was around.
I think that Epic can actually do a little more. Fortnite can do a little more with crowns. I know it's really an ego thing, and I'm guilty of it. But really, for me, it's I want to beat what I did last season because they restart. So I want to beat myself. I'm very competitive with anything that I do. I want to be better the next time I do it. So
Right.
I think that it's really just an ego move at this moment, which is cool and fine. I think it's cool that people are getting a lot of crowns. I remember the first time I played Blitz and got on the game, I think we won like 10 or 15 games in a row because it wasn't really that popular. So it was very body lobbies. I got 15 or 14 crown Vics today in an hour and a half, which is insane to think about. And I don't know. I think it may diminish the meaning of flexing that than in past seasons when Blitz. I think of Savage Mike. He's always up there in Crown Vics, and that's from BR. And that's insane. That's long game modes. That's a lot of dedication. It's just a lot of work. And I think you get them pretty easily in Blitz. Now, I will tell you, Blitz lobbies have gotten sweatier. It's become way more popular since it came out a month and a half ago. I think that it's harder to get those victories. You may get on and catch a couple of dubs, and then all of a sudden they throw you in lobbies, and you're like, what is happening right now? I can't even land.
Yeah, it's nowhere near as easy as it was.
Okay, get your crowns, do what you need to do to get those crowns if it makes you feel better. But I also think Fortnite can do something with those crowns. It'd be really cool at every end season. And when we go into a new season, you can trade out if you have a 500 crowns for 1,000 V-Bucks. Right? Let's let them do something, or you get a special skin, or you get a special pickaxe if you hit a certain amount of crown levels. That would be a really cool way to make it a little more competitive and your hard work pays off because they kind of just go away. It's like, man, I'm starting all over.
Such a crazy thing when I first started playing Fortnite. I'm like, they just go away? Like, what the heck? But no, I agree with you on that as well. I feel like they need to quote unquote reward you for crowns in a way. Like, and I just thought of something while we were just talking. You know how they obviously have the emote to show off your crowns? What if they had like, this might be stupid, so hear me out. What if they had 3 different emotes for Reload, BR, and Blitz? So like you could show off each game mode how many crowns you had in each. What if one, like you have 500 in Blitz, but you only have 3 in BR? And I don't know. I just thought that'd be a good idea.
And my thought is like, what if they changed that emote? That emote's been that emote since the game started. What if they changed the look of it? I think that'd be a really cool thing for them to do. Also, too, or it would be really bad. I feel like people hate change in general. And there's people out there that just don't want skins to come out because they bought them first and they kind of get in their feelings. But I think that would be cool if they kind of updated that emote for it to look a little different.
Psycho Bandit coming back ruined people's lives. Like even if the
Chun-Li ruined people's lives.
True. I think Psycho Bandit might have been more because I had so many people in my chat complaining about Psycho Bandit being back and Renegade Raider and stuff. But I feel like maybe when they do the emote like this, 3 different numbers came up maybe for each different mode. I don't know. I'm still stuck on the 3 things. But I don't know. I think something like that would be cool. Or you're right. They'll probably complain and hate it because it's something different.
You know, us Fortnite players, we love to complain about the game we love. We're definitely a vocal bunch of people that play a game, you know, especially if servers go down. Oh, no.
Right.
That is devastating on a Friday, which has happened multiple times since I've started playing this game. So we'll kind of move along. Blitz started as a limited mode. I think it's here to stay. My question is, I haven't really looked at the numbers much. I used to look at how many people were in game modes. I don't know if Blitz could get more popular than Reload and BR, because those are both especially BR is a staple in Fortnite. But I feel like Blitz is kind of creeping up there, and most people are playing Blitz at the moment. I don't know if it's because it's the new shiny toy or if it's really that fun.
Last time I checked, they had like over 200K, and that was at like 11 o'clock last night. I think it's going to get to a certain point where it kind of plateaus. Like it's going to go up, 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 and then it's going to kind of plateau a little bit and kind of even out. But I mean, for it to even out like that, they're going to have to stop adding new stuff and stop updating it. So I don't really see that happening. So, I mean, it's only, I feel like, going to grow and grow, which I think is incredibly cool. And I think they can do so much stuff with it, like add rank to it, or a ranked Blitz match would be so much fun. I can't imagine getting Unreal and Blitz. That would be awesome. That's a whole new twist they could put on it and add to it and update it even more to get people to play even more than they already are.
Do you think that Blitz over Reload, they're both two newer game modes in Fortnite. Do you think that those two over the other would see maybe the competitive aspect like at SCNS? Like, you think that could turn into like a pro player mode where they have tournaments?
I don't know. I would love to see it. I would watch that. I would watch FNCS of Blitz. I think that would be insane, because there's got to be dudes out there that are just unstoppable in Blitz and going crazy. So I would love to see competitive Blitz for sure. Yeah, I think they should do that, actually.
I hate bringing Savage Mac up so much, but I don't even know if he is. I'm sure he has played it. I just haven't been in his streams a lot, but I couldn't imagine that dude in Blitz. No thanks. Keep me out of that lobby.
Right. Even like prospering and stuff too. Like these dudes that strictly play BR, I don't know how they would do. I'm not saying they would be bad. Trust me, that's not what I mean. I just mean that it would just be a shock to their system. You know what I'm saying? They'd be insane because their aim is crazy and their movement is insane. But yeah, I think that would be awesome. I think that would be cool to see. I mean, I don't think Peterbot would ever play Blitz because there's no builds, which is another thing we didn't even bring up. I see people that only strictly play builds play Blitz more than they'll play zero build because of the variables in Blitz compared to just strictly zero build or whatever, which I think that's crazy. I think they're going to add builds to Blitz. I think they're going to add ranked. The competitive thing, I have no idea.
I don't know if it'll ever get away from just BR at the moment, but it would be a cool add, I feel like, to SCNS, because a lot of people watch it. I watch the build BR competitive matches that come out.
Oh, me too.
Because it's just so interesting. I can't build a wall to save my life.
It's so fun to watch.
All. But it is so fun to and see how good these guys are, and their dedication to the game is pretty wild.
Yeah, it's like poetry.
It is. It's poetry. I agree. And the commentators and that aspect of it, and something that, you know, people are making like millions of dollars playing, and the pressure behind that, I couldn't imagine. But I think adding rank to Blitz will be interesting. Oh, they did add chaos. So they've also added a game mode, and it's chaos, and that is all real players in the lobby. So they've got it in solos, I believe, and then they've got it in the new 6-stack, which we didn't even bring up. The 6-stack is crazy insane. Talking about chaos, it is so much fun. You think you got the team, and here comes somebody else. So that is a really fun way to play the game as well. But the chaos mode, to me, they're testing the waters with ranked with that mode to see if people are going to play that. Because in a lot of ranked games, there's really not a lot of bots in ranked games. It's mostly real players. I could see a Blitz adding ranked very soon, and it would be really fun to be a part of that. And like you said, get that Unreal badge to kind of flex on your friends. So I think that'd be great. But
absolutely,
man, that's kind of it for us today. You know, Blitz Royale is taking Fortnite and it's kind of trim the fat, just straight action.
If you're running squads and blitz or dropping solo into chaos, we want to hear about your best or worst moments. Definitely send us clips. Tag us at Reboot Radio in your best blitz clips, the best clips you see, or something you're proud of in blitz. We would love to see it. Tag Reboot Radio. Tag us all. I would love to see it for sure because it's so exciting. I love watching it.
Man, we want to see your clips. We want to see how you guys are sweating out there in blitz. Until next time, this is Reboot Radio signing off. You guys stay cracked and stay blitzed.